Football, more than just a game, is about those electrifying moments that unite nations in shared passion. It's a universal language spoken through cheers, tears, and the collective heartbeat of millions. It's about the unforgettable plays and performances that etch themselves into history and define legends, creating lasting legacies that inspire generations. Last night, under the glittering lights of São Paulo, Brazil faced Paraguay in a clash of titans, in a World Cup qualifier that felt like more than just a game. It was a crucible of dreams, hopes, and national pride. The air crackled with anticipation. The Química arena pulsed with raw, untamed energy, a vibrant sea of yellow and green, a kaleidoscope of faces united by a single purpose: to see their team triumph, fans roaring with hope and expectation. Brazil, the land of football, five-time world champions, carried the weight of expectation, the hopes of a nation resting on their shoulders. Paraguay arrived disciplined and resolute, determined to frustrate the hosts, to disrupt their rhythm and steal a vital victory. Every pass, every tackle, a battle for inches, every shot, every save was magnified by the stakes, each moment carrying the weight of a nation's aspirations. The pressure on Brazil was immense, a palpable force in the stadium. Recent results had left fans anxious, their faith tested, their patience wearing thin. Could this team rise to the occasion, silencing the doubters, and prove their greatness, reminding the world of their unparalleled footballing pedigree? As the whistle blew, signaling the start of the contest, tension electrified the stadium, a tangible current running through the stands and onto the pitch. Brazil's legendary attacking flair, their samba-infused style, clashed head-on with Paraguay's unwavering defensive grit, their steely resolve. The world watched with bated breath, waiting for heroes to emerge from the cauldron of competition, ready to seize their moment. The stage was set for a classic, unforgettable South American battle, a spectacle of passion, skill, and unwavering determination. On the touchline stood Carlo Ancelotti, the legendary Italian manager tasked with reviving Brazil's identity. His arrival brought hope and questions. Could a European truly capture the soul of futebol arte? Ancelotti's focus, unity, discipline, and restoring joy to the yellow shirt. Against Paraguay's stubborn defense, his philosophy faced its first real test. This was more than a match. It was a statement of intent for a new era. The world watched to see if Ancelotti's Brazil could blend tactical structure with Brazilian flair. The match unfolded as a tense chess match, each move carefully considered, each player a vital piece in a complex strategy. The stakes were high, the pressure palpable. Brazil dominated possession, stringing passes together with practiced ease, probing for openings in the stubborn Paraguayan defense. They sought to unlock the game with intricate plays, but Paraguay's defense was unyielding, a wall of white shirts standing firm against the yellow tide. They were organized and disciplined. Rodrigo and Rafinha threatened on the wings, their pace and trickery causing problems for the fullbacks, but the final ball was lacking. Clear chances were rare, snuffed out by desperate tackles and last-ditch clearances. The Paraguayans were throwing their bodies on the line. The first half ended in frustration for the Brazilians, their attacking efforts blunted by Paraguay's resilience. They headed to the locker room with work to do. The crowd's anxiety grew with each passing minute, the silence punctuated by nervous murmurs and the rustling of flags. The Química arena held its breath. In the second half, Brazil pressed harder, their attacks becoming more urgent, their passing more frantic. The pressure was mounting on Paraguay, but Paraguay's resolve only strengthened, their defensive line becoming even more compact, their tackles even more fierce. They refused to yield. Bruno Guimarães forced a brilliant save from the Paraguayan goalkeeper, a moment of individual brilliance that almost broke the deadlock. Rodrigo's run, a dazzling display of skill and determination, nearly broke through the Paraguayan defense, but he was eventually crowded out. But the breakthrough wouldn't come, despite Brazil's relentless pressure. Paraguay's defense stood tall. Minutes ticked away, each one feeling like an eternity for the anxious Brazilian fans. 70, 75, 80. The specter of a goalless draw loomed large, threatening to silence the passionate Brazilian crowd. Paraguay defended heroically, sensing a famous result, a hard-earned point against the mighty Brazil. The stadium was a cauldron of nerves and hope, the atmosphere electric as the clock ticked down. Ancelotti remained calm on the sideline, his expression betraying nothing of the tension he must have been feeling. Knowing the final moments would define everything, he watched intently, searching for a spark, a moment of inspiration. Brazil's will to win clashed head-on with Paraguay's unwavering determination to hold on, creating a compelling spectacle. The stage was set for a dramatic finish, the tension almost unbearable as the final whistle approached. Vini Jr. had been relentless all night, a constant threat buzzing around the opposition's defense. He was a whirlwind of energy, a player determined to make his mark on the game. Marked tightly, often double-teamed, but never discouraged. He faced a wall of defenders, each challenge met with renewed vigor and determination. For 87 long minutes, the game hung in the balance. He chased every ball, dribbled past opponents with flair, and believed that his moment would come. He never stopped running, never stopped fighting, never stopped believing. Ancelotti's tactical tweaks, subtle adjustments to the formation, kept Brazil patient and focused, trusting in their game plan. The coach's calm demeanor resonated with the players, instilling a sense of composure. In the 88th minute, with time running out, the moment arrived. The culmination of all the effort, the turning point of the match. The ball found Vini Jr. on the left, the familiar territory where he could work his magic. Finally, space to attack, a glimmer of opportunity in a tightly contested match. He feinted, a subtle shift of his body, cut inside, leaving the defender off balance, and with composure, that rare ability to stay calm under pressure, curled a stunning, unstoppable shot into the far corner, beyond the reach of the diving goalkeeper. The stadium exploded with a roar of pure elation. Vini Jr. tore away in celebration, a blur of motion fueled by adrenaline and joy, teammates swarming him, engulfing him in a sea of hugs and high fives. It was a goal born of persistence, belief, unwavering determination, and a touch of pure magic. Ancelotti's discipline, the structure he instilled in the team, and Vini Jr.'s brilliance, his individual spark, had delivered the decisive moment. The nation erupted in joy, a collective outpouring of pride and excitement. This was the moment that defined the night, a goal that would be replayed and remembered for years to come. Brazil had found their hero, a player to carry their hopes and dreams on the world stage. The final whistle brought pure elation. Players and fans celebrated as one, relief, joy, and pride flooding the arena. Ancelotti's Brazil had passed a crucial test, forging a new bond between team and supporters. This was more than 3 points. It was a turning point. Brazil showed grit, unity, and the ability to win when it mattered most. The message was clear. Brazil is back, blending flair with resilience. Nights like this remind us why football is the world's game. The journey to the World Cup continues, with Brazil believing again.